Blue Lock Chapter 319 leaks are finally here. If you guys like this type of content, please remember to hit that like and subscribe. And without further ado, let's get right into this video. So the game kicks off again after halftime with Rin ending up taking the ball and just dribbling past 3 straight defenders trying to go get his goal. As we've seen, he was talking earlier in halftime about how he wanted to score his goal. But of course, as soon as Rin gets to the big old Nigerian defender dude, the Nigerian defender actually ends up stopping Rin and starting the break for his team. So it looks like Nigeria saying that they're going to start playing like Blue Lock. They're actually taking that seriously. And all of Nigeria is now on the attack as Bello gets the ball and starts dribbling past a couple players who he then plays the ball to this random Nigerian player. I don't know who this guy is, but Bello just played to this random guy and NPC just spawned out of nowhere and got the ball. The NPC's first touch is so bad that Rio and Shigiri both close in on him trying to get the ball right off the rebound. But as the ball is in the air from Rio trying to get the ball, Onazi then comes in and takes the ball out of midair with his amazing jumping skills. Now, Onazi is face to face with Gagamaru. We get this sick panel of Gagamaru looking like an absolute mammoth inside the net because he already stopped one of Onazi's shots. He now looks like a mammoth now. But just before Onazi shoots the ball, Aiku and Ryu end up getting in the way of his shot, and Onazi, instead of trying to shoot it, ends up dishing the ball off to Kuso, who is now one-on-one with the keeper. All he needs to do is slide it into the back of the net. But wait, Kuso gears up, cocks his leg back, trying to shoot, but it's blocked by Rin. Rin absolutely slide tackles and devours the shit out of Kuso here. As you can see, Rin has destroyer mode / flow eyes right now as he is completely fired up. That tackle from Rin also ends up starting the counterattack for the Blue Lock 11. As the ball's in the air from Rin's tackle, Aiku then says something, but then he heads the ball into the way of Isagi Yoichi, who is now probably going to start the death of Nigeria himself, as the next chapter is called Hero or Die. Guys, we need to talk about this chapter, bro, because what is going on with Nigeria? It almost feels like nothing they do is actually going to work because Blue Lock is just so much better than them. They had this whole chapter, last chapter, thinking about how they were going to come out in the next half and try and beat Blue Lock by trying to use Blue Lock tactics on themselves. But that shit just didn't work at all. And they just ended up getting absolutely devoured in this chapter. And I'm not going to lie, guys. If Nigeria were going to score in this game, they would have scored right here. I don't see any other moment in this game where Nigeria is going to come in and score and have a big moment or even try and mount a comeback. Simply because of the way Kaneshiro is writing this right now, it just feels like that was the moment for Nigeria to score, and Rin absolutely crushed it. So I feel like after this next chapter, Hero or Die, Isagi will probably score his first goal of the tournament. Also, probably we're going to get like a time skip to the end of the game, maybe. I don't think we're going to be playing the rest of the second half, honestly. Another thing I want to add is that, guys, seriously, we need to have this discussion. Is Nigeria the worst team we've seen in Blue Lock? Like, period. Are they the worst team we've ever played in Blue Lock? Like, I'm not talking about just in terms of skill level, like, oh yeah, if this team plays a team in the first selection, who would win? Not like that. I'm talking about more as if, like, difficulty wise for our protagonists, like, is this the easiest team that we've ever played in the entire series? Because I'm not gonna lie, this might be. I don't remember an easier game in the entire series than this Nigeria game. I'm not gonna lie. And for some reason, this game is nearing in on 15 chapters long, so I have no clue why the pacing's a bit slow, but I do like the setup that Kaneshiro is going with. I do feel like Blue Lock absolutely crushing Nigeria and not letting them even have a shred of hope in this game goes exactly well with Blue Lock's ideology and way of playing football. I feel like it's perfect, especially for Rin being the one to completely destroy Nigeria's false sense of hope they did of maybe grabbing a goal in the second half and getting back into the game. Now it's going to crush them even more because I really do feel like Isagi is going to be the one to completely destroy them as the Demon King he truly is. And yeah, it's just going to be very bad for Nigeria from here on out. I feel like it's going to be great that we end the chapter off in the next chapter, or end the match off in the next chapter purely because of the fact that I think this match just has nothing more to offer as a match anymore. I feel like Kaneshiro has shown us Nigeria's dynamic and also shown us how much the Blue Lock team has grown right before the infamous France match where we're ultimately going to have to be tested against them. I feel like this match is going to do a great job of putting them in a great mood, put them high on their pedestal so that when they play France and if they lose, they will eventually get into a situation where it's going to be a must win against England and they need to pick themselves back up from being where they were. So I feel like this is perfect, almost perfect like setup wise, but I also don't think it's perfect execution wise because, you know, I feel like Kaneshiro could have done this in like 3 chapters where it was a way longer thing, but I feel like Kaneshiro could have done this whole game in like 3 chapters. But either way, I do feel like in the next chapter, Isagi will score the goal like I said, and then we're going to get a cut back to, I think, Nagi. I think during this whole knockout stage thing, what we're going to get maybe is cutbacks to Nagi's journey in the Burotsuda 3, so that way before we get to the knockout stages, we won't have a whole flashback arc, and instead, right when we get to the knockout stages, Nagi's arc will also be finished, and we're going to know exactly who the Burotsuda 3 are going to be. That being said, I also have a video coming out later on why I think Kira will not be in the Burotsuda 3, so stay tuned for that. But yeah, what do you guys think about this chapter? Do you guys think this chapter was peak? Do you guys think this chapter was not peak? Let it down below in the comments. Let me know what you think. And yeah, man, if you guys like this type of video, please remember to hit that like and subscribe. I'm almost at 8,000 subscribers. Thank you so much for the support. And yeah, man, I hope you guys all have a great day or night wherever you are. Bye-bye.